Join us now for Education Matters, a weekly look at the real people and real stories in education across North Carolina.
Welcome to Education Matters, presented by the Public School Forum of North Carolina. I'm Keith Poston. Our state's public schools are facing critical teacher shortages and longer-term teaching vacancies than ever before. At the same time, enrollment in the state's teacher preparation programs continue to lag. In response, state leaders have been looking at ways to expand the teacher pipeline, including recruiting more out-of-state teachers and adding new pathways to teaching careers. This week, we're going to talk to several education leaders who are at the center of these efforts to discuss the challenges and the most promising solutions. Before we tackle our main topics, we open with EdLines, our quick scan of education headlines across North Carolina and the U.S. A proposal to give teachers $400 a year for classroom supplies got very mixed reviews last week. The plan was unveiled at a press event by State Superintendent Mark Johnson, flanked by Republican legislative leaders. One person noticeably absent was 2017 North Carolina Teacher of the Year Lisa Godwin, whose appearance had actually been touted. Turns out Godwin withdrew from the event after details about the program were shared, primarily that it was not new money for classrooms, but would take $37 million of the $47 million currently allocated to school districts for supplies. Now, Republican leaders say school districts misspend the supply budget, and this new plan will empower teachers. Godwin, as well as current Teacher of the Year Freebird McKinney, and most of the state board voiced concerns that the plan would actually leave teachers with less. Senate Leader Phil Berger wants to loosen the rules around the state's voucher program to get more state funds flowing to the mostly private religious schools. Last week, Senator Berger touted a new bill, Senate Bill 609, that would raise income eligibility limits and remove requirements for previous public school attendance for voucher recipients. And finally, last week, the State Board of Education approved rule changes that will make it easier for out-of-state teachers to get a North Carolina teaching license. The plan, which we'll discuss on today's show, would grant teaching licenses to out-of-state teachers who have high scores on their state's licensure exam. Remember, you can visit the Public School Forum's website at ncforum.org, click on Education Matters, and read more about each of these headlines, as well as all the other topics we cover each week. As I said at the top of the